Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Hopefully, you are doing well. May Allah shower all His blessings upon you and your family. Remember me in your prayers too. Dear students, we have just finished our chapter What Life Has Taught Me, and we have discussed some of important aspects of this chapter as well. We have discussed some important questions like Russell's view on education. Then we have discussed what according to Russell is the basic drawback of socialism. Then we have discussed Russell's view on democracy, and now we are to discuss the question: what suggestion does Russell give to eliminate the curse of war? So Russell was basically a pacifist. By pacifist we mean a man who is in search of peace, a man who wants to do efforts to solve the problem of differences between the nations and to make them peaceful with one another. So he was basically a pacifist, and he, according to him, all the effort of the world to solve to be progressive and to be happy and prosperous is futile unless we solve the problem of wars. And in order to solve the problem of war, he says that there should be an international authority who can establish the issues between the who can solve the issues between the nations and who can establish peace among the nations. So for that purpose, he wants to have an international authority or some international organization, uh, which is in fact now had been established now since 1946, and this is named as United Nations Organization, UNO, Aqwam Mutahida in Urdu. And he is of the view that this authority should have the powers to control atomic energy and to inspect the war weapons between other nations. And especially there should be control upon the big nations, big powers like Russia and America. Russia was a superpower at that time, but now it isn't any more. But America is still a unilateral supreme power in the world, and very unlikely to his suggestions that the big powers should be checked out. Now America is checking out the small countries. This is, by the way, I'm talking about this topic. It is not written over there. It is just written that all the disputes among the nations should be controlled, should be solved according to international law. And Russell is of the view that only through this authority we can establish peace among the nations. And but he thinks the Soviet Union is the only obstacle in this path. So this that was the Russell's view on the abolition of war, and he was of the view that Soviet government is creating hindrance in the power of creating the United Nations or some other international organization. So this was all about what Russell wishes, that he wants to have some international authority to solve the peace, to solve the issues among the nations, and to establish a peace among the nations. Beside there, her written quotation about war, which is very very interesting from my point of view, and I want you to share it with you this as well. I know not that with the weapons Second World War will be fought, but I know not with what weapons World War Third will be fought, but World War Four will be fought with sticks and stones. Definitely, when the world there would be disastrous weapon, then we are to reach to that type of situation when we would fight with the swords or sticks and stones. And the other one is you cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for the war. This is the situation we are all of the nations are suffering from, which we all of us are also preventing the war and also preparing for the war. Well, it can be called self-defense system. However, this was the last question of this chapter, and you are to prepare this question. You are to memorize this question, and I will put these questions, all of the 7, in the test for you. Hopefully, in the coming in this week, someday in this week. So till then, Allah Hafiz from my side. May Allah shower all His blessings upon you.